Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. This is Life of Shayla, and of course I'm your girl Shayla. So today we are back with another weigh-in. Let me grab my phone actually, because I've been trying to figure out in my head which weigh-in this is, because I just kind of don't remember. 1, 2, 3. So this will be weigh-in number 3. So of course I'll include all my receipts on the screen, my weight from my scale. I'll have the screenshot of that. Sorry y'all, I'm looking down. I'm actually trying to pull the app up right now so I can see what my weight was this week. So I weighed in this morning about an hour ago. I was 169.2, and last week I was 174.4. So what's that, 5.2 pounds? I believe that's right. I'm usually pretty good at math, but off the top of my head that sounds like it's 5.2 pounds that I lost, which is good, right? So let me tell you guys the difference between this week and last week. I still did my daily fasting. Some days I did fast up to 21 hours, but that didn't change. I still did my fasting. I would not eat past 6 p.m. at all. Most days I was done by like 5:30 p.m. with eating. So that didn't change. The one thing that did change is I did not work out this week at all. The only thing I did is me and my husband went hiking Monday, and on that hike I want to say it was like 2.4 or 2.5 miles. I'll actually include a screenshot of that as well. That was the only like activity that I did this week. We have been working, so we're up at 6 in the morning kicking off classes or whatever. So that's why I pretty much haven't been working out, because I like to run early morning and I'm not getting up any earlier than 6. I know, lazy, right? But that just goes to show you that losing weight is not strictly based on working out. A lot of people don't believe that in order to lose weight, it's literally 80% of your diet. This just shows you. Because like I said, I did the one hike Monday with my husband. I want to say it was like an hour, maybe not even that. I can't really remember, but I'll have the screenshot for you guys to see. But that just goes to show you that this is not strictly about working out. Like, you have to have a proper diet in order to lose weight. I mean, look, I lost 5.2 pounds, and the only exercise type activity I did this week was the hike on Monday. That was it. Today is now Sunday, so throughout the week I did not do any exercise. I am still doing my ISOT and my NutriBurst. That has not changed. I was doing the same thing last week, so I wouldn't even say, oh, the ISOT boosted that. I mean, yes, it probably definitely helped, because I'm not so bloated this week like I was last week. But you know, last week I was bloated for other reasons, you know, us females. But other than that, nothing much has changed. Nothing. Besides, I didn't work out. Still fasting, still doing tea, and boom, 5.2 pounds down. My measurements changed a lot as well, but like I said, well, mainly in my belly area, and like I said, it's because I was bloated. So I am going to put the clip of me doing my measurements over here, and so you guys can see that. But let me pull those up. I'm looking down, y'all, at my phone, for anyone who's wondering what I'm looking at. It's my phone, because I have all my notes and everything in my phone. That's how I keep up with everything. So like I said, my weight this week is 179.2. Last week it was 174.4, which means I lost 5.2 pounds. My waist is coming in at 33.75 inches. Now when I measured last week, it was 36 inches. yeah, so that just shows y'all I was bloated, which is crazy because I usually don't get bloated like that, especially you know what I'm saying, like without eating carbs really. Like of course carbs will bloat me, but yeah, whatever. My stomach was at a 42 inch last week. It's now a 41 inch. Hips were 42.25. They're down to 42. My under bust is still a 33. My bust was a 41 inches, but I did have on a regular bra last week when I did my bust. So today I actually have on a sports bra, and that is 37.25 inches. My neck is 13. That thing never changes. It's always 13. I think it used to be like a 15 when I first started losing weight, but ever since it hit 13, 13 has been the number. It has not changed. My left arm is 12.5, so that's down ½ an inch from last week. My right arm is 13, which is still the same as last week. Then my bust to end of belly, I'm telling you guys, y'all might find it silly to measure that, but like honestly, I love measuring it because you really see a difference. Like you probably think like it's so weird. So how I do my bust to end of belly, it actually reminds me of how like the OBGYNs measure you when you're pregnant. They measure your belly like that to see if it's growing. I mean, it works. Like I'm telling y'all, if y'all do not do it now, start measuring your like from like the bust area to the end of your belly, especially if you have the issue like me where your belly hangs, you know, all that little extra fupa down there. If your belly hangs down there, y'all measure. I guarantee you'll see a difference on your journey. So my left thigh is a 24, which has not changed as well, and then my right thigh is a 24 3/4. That have changed a 1/4 inch. I was a 25 on my right thigh. So as you guys can see, my measurements have changed, not drastically. The only thing that really changed drastically was my waist, and like I said, that's because I was really bloated. My stomach changed as well. That was an inch, and you know that all has to do with me being bloated, sis. So that's why that was you know, a little bit of a drastic change there. You know, us as females fluctuate a lot when it comes to weight, especially when it's around that time of the month. And then us as humans, you know, we change constantly, period. Our weight shifts. Like for instance, last week I lost 1 pound. This week I'm down 5.2. So we'll see what the end of the month brings. That is definitely a good number. I am focusing more so on my body fat percentage. It was at like a 33.3 or 33.6 or something like that last week, and now it's down to 32%. So that is my main focus, is my body fat percentage, because I mean the numbers on the scale don't mean much to me. And I say that because even though when I weigh in and I'm coming in at 169.2, when I look in the mirror I don't look like I'm 169.2, and that's to me. I am 5'6". So yeah, definitely still considered overweight or whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm not focusing on my weight. I'm focusing more so on my body fat percentage. I want to lose body fat. I don't care if I don't lose another pound. I know I say that all the time, but yes, I still step on the scale. I don't know, sis. But one thing for sure is this has been the first time in what, about 10 months since I broke the 170s. So last summer, I want to say it was like June or July, I had came in at my lowest weight since I had started losing weight, which was like 168. And honestly, I was a little thrown off by it, because even though like I'm 169 now, my 168 last year, I was like so much slimmer. Like, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way I looked, and I think that's kind of like what made me just start like picking up on eating the carbs and stuff, because I just wasn't happy with the way I looked. I was still going through the phase of you know, feeling like when I saw myself, I still saw like the person I was 80 pounds ago. Yeah, so I started trying to pick up a little weight. But yeah, so this is the first time since last summer that I have jumped out the 170s. I fluctuated between you know, anywhere from 170, 179 for the last 10 months. Now I have broke that 170 mark. Will I break the 160s? I don't know. I just don't want to find myself back in that same position I was in last year if I start looking too thin for my liking. But we'll see. With working out and trying to tone my body, I may like the way it look, or I may not even lose any more weight, because we all know, like, with exercise you tend to gain muscle, and sometimes it does put on you know, some pounds. But we'll see. But that is my weigh-in for week 3. Definitely a lot better than last week. I feel a lot better. I definitely don't feel as heavy or bloated, so that's good. But I'm excited to see, you know, what May 31st weigh-in will bring. So I'm just looking forward to the end of the month, because, you know, I love to challenge myself, as we should when we are on these journeys. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please be sure to enter those down below in the comment box. If you guys have any ideas or anything you want to see from me, be sure to leave that below, and I will definitely take that into consideration. But this is all for today. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in my next video.